Hi guys, VarunKrish here, and welcome to another episode of the second episode of Wide Angle with VarunKrish, where I talk about tech, travel, and several other things which I like to share here. And so, the first episode we saw about the iPhone XS Max and why I kind of like it as my preferred travel phone, mainly because of the camera, video quality, and also a bunch of other things. So you can watch the first video there. So in the first video I did tell you guys that I would be talking about the new iPhones which are going to be announced. So Apple announced them just a few hours ago, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about the iPhones, the new iPhones, the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and not just iPhones. Apple also announced the new watch, the Watch Series 5, a new iPad, and a couple of other new products as well in terms of services. So let's go ahead and talk about the new Apple products which were announced and what do I think about them. So before I forget, do hit the subscribe button so you can get more videos like this. And I'm going to be talking a lot about not just about tech but also about travel, aviation, and a lot of other passionate areas. So do follow me on Twitter as well, at VarunKrish, if you have any questions, and do ask me any questions in the comments as well. So, what did Apple announce at the event on September 10th? First up, we saw the new iPhone 11. So the iPhone 11 is actually the kind of successor to the iPhone 10R, and the iPhone 10R, according to Apple and also from what we have seen, has been really popular, mainly because of the price point. It launched at about $799 or $749 last year, and it's a very in India though it launched at about 74,000 mark, and it wasn't really affordable. But with the 11, Apple has gone ahead, and for the first time, we are seeing very aggressive pricing from Apple. So the iPhone 11 is priced only at about roughly 64,900 rupees in India for the launch, without any discounts and all those bank offers and everything. So it's only priced at about 64,900 rupees, the iPhone 11, and it's got a dual camera arrangement, and it comes in a bunch of colors. My favorite is the product red. So you get a space gray, a red, a white, kind of a yellow, and a green, and a bunch of other colors. It's going on sale also pretty early in India this time. On September 27th, the iPhone 11 is going to be available in India. So it's got a 6.1-inch screen. It's powered by the all-new A13 Bionic chip, the same chip which powers most of the other products as well. It's Apple's latest generation of the processor, custom designed by them, Apple itself, and it's going to be available in 64, 128, 256 gigabyte options. I just wish Apple moves to a 128 gig base variant for all phones. I mean, 64 gigs is not really there in terms of the OS takes up some of the space, and you need more space these days because we're going to be shooting a lot more photos and videos. And it's also IP68 water and dust resistant, the iPhone 11, which they shot some really amazing promo. I think you should probably check out the video and kind of an ad for the new iPhone 11. Very nicely made. And it's going to be, since it's got dual cameras, you have a 12 MP wide angle camera. It also packs OAS and also 4K recording at 60 FPS. And you have also a second ultra wide f2.4 camera. So you also have a 12 MP front camera as well. So it's a creators, especially people. We've been shooting a lot with the iPhone in terms of video personally, and also at work at Phone Arena. We've been using the iPhone a lot for event coverage, the 10R, the 10s Max, the 10 previously, and it's been an amazing way of working. Like shoot on the iPhone 10R or the 10s Max. Or even now I'm shooting this video with the iPhone 10s Max with the Shure mic plugged in, because a lot of you guys wanted better audio. So please let me know in the comments if the audio in this video is a little better. And it's got Dolby audio support as well, and stereo speakers, the iPhone 11. So it's actually one of the best iPhones you can get in terms of value for money. And you also have wireless charging built in, and Bluetooth 5, Wi-Fi 6 support, and it's about 194 grams in terms of weight, slightly heavy. But overall, I think this is probably the best value proposition in terms of an iPhone of late. I mean, we've seen the iPhone SE previously. I think that was probably a compromise of a product with a small screen, but still it was a great product. But the iPhone 11 seems overall, I think it's going to be a super duper hit, not just in India but globally. I'm hoping India we get some discounts in terms of card offers. The 10R was a great hit after we got some offers with HDFC Bank and other such offers. But the iPhone 11, especially the colors, I mean, are attractive, and I'm really confused as to, except for the red, because I'm a big fan of the product red series. The black is also nice, the green is nice, the purple is nice. I mean, all colors have been really nicely done. So the iPhone 11 is going to be the hero iPhone of the year, and it's also going to give a lot of Android phones a run for their money in that price point. So the iPhone 11 Pro is basically Apple for the first time is adding the Pro kind of tag to an iPhone. It's been rumored for a while, but we're finally seeing it. First up, the design. The cameras on the back are a little weird, let's be honest. I mean, this is going to be a trend for sure. We've seen it with um, the Huawei kind of the Mate series and the upcoming Pixel series as well from Google. So, do you really care about the quality of the output coming out of your phone's camera or about the looks? I mean, it's debatable, right? So, let me know in the comments as to what do you think. What do you think about the design of the iPhone Pro 11 Pro in terms of the camera arrangement? And there's been like a lot of memes going on as well about it, which is funny. But the main reason Apple is calling it the Pro iPhone is the display. So the iPhone 11 Pro has a Super Retina XDR OLED display, which Apple is calling the brightest display ever on an iPhone. And the phone is also powered by the same A13 Bionic chip, which was custom designed by Apple. And what was stellar was the battery life claims which Apple made for the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro. The iPhone 11 Pro offers 4 hours more battery life than the iPhone 10s, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max offers 5 hours longer battery life than the 10s Max. My iPhone 10s Max already lasts a good deal of time, like almost a day in terms of usage. 5 hours more than that, sign me up. So I'm definitely inching towards the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and for the first time after I think a lot of repeated kind of claims from users that Apple doesn't ship a fast charger, finally Apple is including an 18-watt charger, fast charger in the box for charging the new iPhones. I've been using my Mac charger and iPad charger for the iPhones for a while now, but it's good to see Apple finally ship a fast charger in the box. The iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max are also water resistant, and they also pack the same dual SIM setup like last time. And they are also packing Intel modems under the hood for connectivity. So no 5G yet. They're still stuck on 4G gigabit class LTE, which is interesting because most Android brands are moving towards 5G and talking about 5G. Apple, I think, is going to wait till 2020 when we'll see an iPhone 12 with 5G. That's going to be like interesting thing to see. But considering 5G is still in a nascent stage, I mean, interesting move by Apple to not include 5G in this year's lineup. Coming to the camera, so the camera is a big story on the iPhone 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max. Both have identical cameras. You have a 3 camera arrangement, so you have a 12 MP wide angle camera with an f1.8 aperture. Then you have also a 12 MP 120-degree wide angle ultra wide f2.4 aperture secondary camera, and then a 12 MP telephoto sensor for optical zoom. The kind of features Apple showed off at the event in terms of ultra wide capture, zooming in, zooming out, simultaneous video recording, and the quality of video which was teased at the event, and from personal experience, the Tennis Max has been great. I'm just really looking forward to trying out, and I'm sure it's going to be better than the Tennis Max. Just can't wait. 3 lenses, and you're going to be getting 4K output at up to 60 FPS. It's going to be really. Apple even got, I think, a cinema company on stage to talk about the iPhone 11 Pro's camera capabilities, and it's definitely aimed at creators and movie makers. The iPhone 11 Pro, and you're going to definitely be using it for filming stuff from events because it's just so comfortable shooting it on a phone. And the iPhone 11 Pro, I think, if you're looking to shoot video, looks super attractive compared to all other. I mean, the Huawei Mate series and the P30 series come close. Pixel, I mean, video not so much. But I think the closest competitor for me personally is probably the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and the Huawei's Mate series and the P series. So these are probably the best in terms of video capture, in terms of quality and stability. So moving on from the iPhone 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max, I mean, these things are not going to be selling, I think, much compared to the 11. The 11 is going to be the hero phone, as I said. So moving on, we also have the Apple Watch Series 5. Finally, Apple has got an always on feature for the display. And they're kind of mocking themselves in the presentation, saying that previously you had to kind of tilt your wrist to get the. I mean, it's not just a problem with Apple, but most smart wearable products in the market. But slowly, more and more companies are moving into always on displays, and Apple finally has fixed that in the Series 5. I have a Series 4 watch here, and I'm kind of not, I don't know if I'm going to be upgrading for that feature. It's pretty nice to have, but I mean, the prices have been increased as well. So it starts at about 40,900 for the Wi-Fi GPS version of the Apple Watch Series 5. But the good news is going to be the older watch. I mean, the Series 3, 4 has been stopped. My product, I'm pretty much carrying kind of a product which has been phased out now. But the Series 3 starts at just about 20,900 rupees in terms of the price, which is an amazing price point for the watch. So I'm sharing a link below for the price drops and everything, and do check that out. In terms of the other iPhones as well, the prices have been reduced. For the iPhone 10R, it now starts at 49,900, and the iPhone 8 Plus also starts at 49,900. The iPhone 8 starts at 39,900. So Apple is keeping these products in the market for India, and so it's going to be, these are going to be competing with the OnePluses and the Galaxies of the world. So really looking forward to it. Because people who want an iPhone don't mind compromising. Yes, it's an older generation, couple of generations old, but then you get the same OS updates, you get the reliability of being in the Apple ecosystem, and if you have an Apple Watch alongside, I mean, you're set at least for a year or so. And then who doesn't like a cheap iPhone? Every time I get a question, where can I get an iPhone for cheap? So I think Apple has products from about 29,900 for the iPhone 7 to about 1,09,900 for the iPhone 10s Pro, iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'm still not going to be getting my head around getting the name right. It's still early. iPhone 11 Pro Max. I think iPhone 10s Max, 11 Pro Max, 10s Max, 11 Pro Max. Okay, I'm going to be trying to tell it correctly. But then the other new surprise from the event was the new 7th generation iPad. Considering most people like an entry level iPad. Okay, the 7th gen iPad for India is going to be priced at 29,900, and it's still a good price, I would say, for the latest generation of an iPad. And it's moved to a 10.2-inch display now, so it's pretty larger than the 9.7-inch usual form factor which Apple has been stuck with forever. So that's another interesting device. But apart from this, Apple also announced two new services. The Apple Arcade, which is their gaming service, mostly fun games, not really hardcore games. And also Apple's TV Plus subscription service, where Apple is getting into big time into content production. So they are going to be competing with the likes of Amazon Prime Video and Netflix, and giving you content. And the best part is, if you actually buy an Apple product like an iPod, an iPad, or a watch, or an iPhone, or a Mac, you get 1 year of Apple TV Plus subscription for free. So overall, I think very interesting, aggressive move from Apple this time around. We are seeing them reduce prices and also offer services at a very competitive price point. And they've also kept the price levels of the iPhone 10s, I mean the iPhone Pros, 11 Pros, at the same level as previous year. And they're also keeping more generations of the iPhones in the market. And overall, I'm super excited for the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 11. Really looking forward to shooting some videos and photos with these products. and iOS 13 is also coming out. I'm already running on the beta, but then the final versions of the iOS 13 and the iPad OS is also coming out. So looking forward to that as well. So do let me know what do you think about new iPhones, and what do you think about the new Apple Watch? Are you going to be getting any of the products? So let me know in the comments as to what do you think, and thank you guys for watching. Do hit the subscribe button and do let me know in the comments as to what you think about these new products. And this is VarunKrish signing off. Do tweet me at VarunKrish for any questions or comments you have. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.